Alright, we're back in World of Warcraft. And, yeah. It's just on my lunch break, so this is going to be probably a pretty quick stream, of course. I think we're just going to do some Duskwood quests. If we can. We got some Nightbane Dark Runners. We can knock out. We also have the... Actually, let's go. I don't want to do this. Let's do more difficult ones. I'm like running in circles here. This way. Let's... There's also the Rot Blossoms, but we're going to head all the way over to the graveyard. Try to do that, I think. Hey, what's up, Ken? How's it going, man? Yeah, let's... This is just a quick lunch stream, you know. It is Friday. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Throwing up some epic music, which means this video will not be monetized once again. I need to somehow find a way to get the music I want to hear, to be able to play music I want to hear that doesn't demonetize my videos, but, you know, what can you do? We're almost to the level where we can farm organs in my favorite farming spot, but we're not, I don't think we're ready for that yet. We're pretty close, though. Maybe a level out. Maybe at 31 we can do it. We'll, you know, how well I do against these worgen right here will really dictate that kind of agenda. Where's the cave? I'm in the wrong spot. I want to go to the cave. Oh, it looks dangerous, doesn't it? Looks dangerous, boys and girls. And it is. Ooh, 400. Did you see that crit? 403. Yowza. That's a big crit for me. Juicy. Yeah, let's, you know, Cargos has his juicy for big crits. Let's just call him spicy. I like spicy better. That was spicy. Maybe he uses spicy too. I don't know. I don't want to. We don't want to. We need to coin our own terms. We need to come up with our own terms for these things.
Lovely.
Right. Yeah, okay, let's head over. These aren't the ones we need for the quest, so let's... I wanted to do this to get over here because there's a lot of ore nodes over here, but I don't think it'll really be worth trying to fight through, like, all of these mobs because there's so many. Trying to clear my throat here. Yeah, let's... Come on, Valving. There you go. Let's dance, you and I.
Lovely.
I love it when I hit like 3 or 4 times in a row. It looks cool. It's like... Looks like I'm punching. Looks like I'm giving him like a freaking, you know, combinations to the body. You see that? Some combinations to the body. Boom. Right there. Combo. Body shots. Body shots. That's what it's all about right now. Body shots. And just so you know, yes, I have climbed up these hills about 1,000 times, so I know exactly where to go. I know which little areas to run into. I'll be streaming tomorrow, like, so Amber's going to ballet tomorrow. I'll probably have to run downtown in the morning to do some stuff, and then come back, then she'll head to ballet, so I'll probably be streaming tomorrow morning around 11 a.m. probably. 11 server time. 11 a.m. server time. Should be an iron node right here. No, this is a copper. No, it's iron. Well, it's usually iron, but right now it's a gold. Ooh, we can do gold. Sweet. Like that.
Lovely.
Damn, Shadow. Don't like Shadow bolts getting slammed into my face. We're gonna take a little rumsy rum, dark label, a little bit of booze. We're a little intoxicated right now, but it's all good. Now we do need these guys for the quest, so this is why we're here. Figure on these guys we can get about three sunders, and then the crit my execute's gonna hit pretty hard. Except I missed my execute. This guy's still hit hard.
Lovely.
Double shot, double body shot. I love when she does that. She does 2 quick stabs to the midsection. Looks like I'm just giving a couple of punches to the midsection. Dum, 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 dum.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Looks like someone's kiting the dragon to Stormwind. So do not go to Stormwind.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
I got it. I got it, Ken. If we hit for big damage, I'm
Lovely.
gonna call it volcanic because it's so hot.
Lovely.
That damage was hot. So man, it was fucking volcanic. We just coined our new term for me anyway.
Lovely. Lovely.
I love it when my damage is hot. Come on, runner. You're going down, runner. I just ordered some. Man, the Mexican Cokes were on sale today, Ken. It was buy 2 4-packs, get 1 free. You know I took advantage of that. And they're like $5.60 each for 4 Mexican Cokes. They're 16 ounces, but man, they are not cheap. If I just switched to water, man, I'd save a lot of. I'd probably save like. I'd say I'd save about $50 a week, almost, maybe $40 a week if I just drank water. That's a lot of money. I'll eventually switch to water one of these days. I drink a lot of water too. I mean, I drink a lot of bottled water too. I'm usually either drinking a Mexican Coke or Baby Coke or water. Usually, sometimes I'll drink tea, and of course I drink coffee sometimes as well. But
Lovely. Lovely.
come on, Night Runner. We'll level it. Only level 25. Sweet. Ooh, that was volcanic. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. There's a stupid elite over here, caster, is what always scares me on this quest. See, there's a. If I'm right, there's an elite caster right around to the right corner of this house. You'll see it right there. That Defias Enchanter. He doesn't look elite here, though. Maybe it was just a glitch on private servers. Might have been. my epic cleanse poison abilities. Epic! Shouldn't aggro that one. This one I will.
Lovely.
Sweet. This quest is kind of difficult if you do it like lower level, and because these guys will jump all over you. Not pretty. Come on, you can get up here. Okay, I'll turn that quest in, start working on this one. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Actually, I'm more of a morning elf.
Actually, I'm more of a morning elf. Do you get? First time I heard that joke when I was younger, I must be an idiot because I didn't get it. I was like, "What's she talking about?" You think it? You know, when I first played the game, I would have got it, but I don't know. My head was in the clouds, I guess. How's it going, Zolson? Let's see, what time is it? 12:22. So I'm gonna play till about 1:30, and then I gotta get back to work. It's my little lunch break. I'm not sure what I'm doing tonight. My wife's probably gonna want to do. Amber's probably gonna want to do something. Playing on your Horde mage. Horde for the Horde. I think my next 60 hardcore series, if I can make this one, if I can make this, get this warrior to 60, I think I'm gonna do the Horde shamans also. I think that I keep trying the shaman, and I never can like seem to make it. I never seem to get past the low levels because I just don't seem to have fun on it. But I'm gonna really try hard to force myself to see if I can get that character up. So we need the Rot Blossoms and the Plague Spreaders. There's also that one, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Yeah, I've played a ton of Alliance, so I'll try to maybe get more into the Horde, you know.
Lovely. Lovely.
Except for one Horde. The only Horde I have is on that Burning Crusade server, the you know, the Blood Elf Hunter.
Lovely.
Yeah, I just kind of I got bored. I mean, I was having a lot of fun, and then I just kind of got bored. I think if Classic Burning Crusade comes out, I just really need to find some people to play with. You know, I need to find people that I can play with. I can't play with people. I get tired of playing myself all the time. You know.
Lovely.
Yeah, I need to be more social.
Lovely. Lovely.
You know, I mean, it's tough for me. Tough for me. No, 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 I interrupt. I hit shield block. Come on. I don't even remember how we met, but we met on the private server and started playing together. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I can't remember if I created a guild. A lot of times I create guilds and just guess I like to have that cool tabard for the paladin. But yeah, I would like to get in a guild of nice people, not hardcore raiders, not hardcore players. Just, I mean, of course, this hardcore I don't mind. Of course, I'm not talking about this hardcore. I'm talking about just, people that are over zealous and super like crazy about being super perfect or whatever.
Thank you.
Fanned off and said again. But
King's honor, friend.
yeah, just a nice laid back guild would be awesome.
Be careful.
Yeah, but is that on classic? That's on classic. Yeah, I mean,
Lovely.
what's his health like? Got like no health. All he has to do is run. I've got him hamstrung. I don't know why this guy would try to take out like 3 mobs. Kind of silly.
Lovely.
He didn't need to sheep. All he had to do was run. I had him hamstrung. Guy's crazy. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Classic Burning Crusade, when that comes out, I'm not really sure what's going on. As far as like where I'm gonna play, I just figured I'd play on Grobulus. I mean, we talked about this, Zelson. See, this is where we get in trouble, Zelson, is we keep bouncing around. I do it, you do it. We need to just pick a server, stay on that server. You know what I mean? And I played on a lot of servers until I found Grobulus, and I think Grobulus is one of the best servers, But yeah, I mean, I probably will play on Grovulus, you know. Well, I mean, you're talking about Sardris and all these other things. I'm just saying I'm going to play on Grovulus. And I'm not just saying you, I do it too, you know. But I'm just going to play on Grovulus. But I would like to maybe try a, you know, Horde character. But if we do a Horde character, we'll have to do that. Yeah, we're staying on Grovulus. But the thing is,
Lovely. Lovely.
but if we play a Horde, we can't play on the same server, can we? Yeah, Bloodsail is good too. But can you guys tell me? I mean, we can't play Horde and Alliance on the same server in Classic, I don't think. So we would. So my Horde characters would have to be on a different server. Is that correct? I think that's correct. And Grovulus is PvE, so yeah, we could do that. So we could put our Horde on Grob then. Because Grovulus, I believe, is PvE. Yeah, see if you can, test it out. But yeah, because I'm just saying I would like to level my Paladin, of course, on Grovulus. But I also would be interested in, and I Ken, I think, don't you have some Horde characters there, Ken? I know Ken plays Horde sometimes. So I was gonna say, did I complete this quest? No, I still need 3 more Wrought Blossoms. Two more Wrought Blossoms. They are hot. And we need some volcanic damage here. Some volcanic strikes. Vorpal strikes. How about that? We need some Vorpal strikes. I need a Vorpal weapon, man. I need a +5 Vorpal longsword. But you can't say we need volcanic. That doesn't work. You can only say volcanic when, like, you land like a big hit and you say, man, that was volcanic. That's the only way you can use that term. You even saw me move into that mob and he pulled him away from me. That wasn't very nice. I would never have done that, but, you know, whatever.
Lovely.
Ah, see, so that's right. It's RP PvP. That's right. Okay, so yeah, so if we wanted to play a Horde character, we just have to pick something else. We could do it here on, I think, Bloodsail's PvE. We could do it on this realm, Zolston. Or if you want to do it on Sardris, is that a classic realm? I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine too. Alright, so we just need the Plague Spreaders. And then we can head back to town. Sardris PvP. I don't mind playing on a PvP server. I like PvE maybe a little better, but okay, yeah, I mean, like I said, I do plan on playing on Grovulus. Like, I don't know if Ken will be able to play with Ken much because he's always got such a weird work schedule, but, you know, we've got the characters there, so I'll definitely play on Grovulus. And then we'll just pick some other server we can play, you know, on PvP. I mean, we can play the forward
Lovely.
character on.
Lovely. Lovely.
Hey Mason, how's it going? I mean, I'm sure I will at some point, just because it's WoW. It's an expansion. I have to try it out, but I don't have a lot of excitement about it. In fact, I would say that out of all the expansions they've ever released, I have the least excitement for this expansion. You know, I really do. But having said all that, I mean, I'll still play it. I mean, it's always fun to try something new, you know. And it'll, you know. But I just don't have a lot of faith in where they're going with that expansion. I don't really like the story that much, and I don't really like kind of how they're building out the factions, the additional kind of stuff, and so far the skills and stuff. It doesn't look that good to me. Well, you don't have to spend money, right?
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, you've been buying it? Yeah. It's one of those things. I mean, I'll buy, like I said, I'll definitely get it. I just don't know, you know, how far I'll go with it. Did I tag that one, or did he did? Okay. Yeah. Dude, when is Pantheon? I mean, as much as I admire the team, the developers at Pantheon, at Visionary Realms, is it Visionary Realms? As much as I admire what they're trying to do, it gets really tiresome with like how ridiculously long. I mean, honestly, the game won't be out until like 2024 probably, at like the earliest, you know? I mean, I really honestly don't think that game will be out until 2020. I would say 2020. What?
Lovely.
Maybe 2022 at the end of 2022. The way they're moving, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, you know? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of sad. I already spent $300, you know? I already spent like $300 on the game, right? I've already donated $300 to Pantheon, you know, so. And I don't feel like that was a good decision. If I could go back and to get my $300 back, I would, you know. The reason I did that was because I believed in what they were doing. Plus, I also wanted to get into the alpha, but
Lovely.
I mean, I've donated that money a long time ago, and they're still not in alpha. And we've been waiting for alpha for well over like a year and a half, I think. You know. Just for alpha, not even beta. Now they do say alpha's like what? Like it might be out like next year maybe. So I guess we'll see. I mean, once alpha's out and I'm able to play Pantheon, I'll be able to play Pantheon whenever I want. Whenever the alpha servers are up, you know what I mean? It'll be really interesting at that point to see what the game's like. I am excited for Elion. I think Elion has a chance to be a. I don't think it's going to be like a WoW killer or anything crazy like that. But I think it'll be something we can play for fun. You know, I think there's a lot of stuff with systems that I think it'll be kind of fun. There's some flying in it, and it has really, they say it has really good music, and it has a story. Some of my big things for MMOs is they have to have good music, they have to have good story. It has to be somehow try to immerse you into the world. I played. Well, Elion is basically a set in Infinite Realm. It got renamed. But I played New World, and I didn't like the combat that much. And there just wasn't that much to do in the game. There wasn't that much variety in gear. There wasn't that much variety. Very little variety in the mobs. They're actually taking that game back to alpha, I think. They were like having a beta, where you come in and play the beta. Now I think they're taking it back to alpha. They realize they're nowhere near ready. But again, it's one of those things. Amazon has so much money. They can take as much time as they want to develop it. There's the one thing I liked about New World, though, is the graphics, man. And the artwork. The art style and the artwork in New World is really, really good. Really good. And the architecture, the buildings and stuff, really cool. Really cool. Kudos to their art team. They did a great job,
Lovely.
I know, shit. I really don't want to get another mob on me here. I forgot that one paths over there. I kind of agree with you. I think the player base makes it really difficult because we have too many jerks nowadays. We don't have... It's not the same as it used to be, We don't have just people who enjoy... because I come from a realm of Dungeons and Dragons, so I really enjoy fantasy role-playing. And the problem with a lot of MMOs is that the actual role-playing element is kind of gone. They're not really massively multiplayer online role-playing games as much anymore. They're just, they're just basically progression. They're like mount collection, raid. They're like gear progression games, which to me, a lot of people say that when you play an MMO, that should be like, that's the whole thing. The MMOs revolve around gear and power, and I'm like, no, I understand why they do, but that's not what I want. That's not how I think they should be. You know what I mean? There should be a lot more things in an MMO. I've talked about this so many times. There should be a lot more things in an MMO that dictate, your progression. Just your ability to maybe form relationships with NPCs in the game is a way to progress. Your way to learn about just the world and the map and understand the people that live in it is part of the progression for your character. Learning maybe certain quests or opening up certain factions and all those types of things are all progression that a lot of times don't have anything to do with gear. You know what I mean? So here, hold on a second. It's hard for me to read big posts when I'm in combat here. When I'm not in a safe spot. This is not what I consider a safe location. So you've read Bloodsail. Maybe I'll just move out to a safe place. What time is it? It's 1:04. Yeah. I'm running out of time anyway for my lunch, so let's just move on out of here. We'll head back to town and turn in all the quests that I have.
Lovely.
I didn't want to get that spider. Yeah, and I'll read it in a minute. I'm just trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Kind of screwed up and didn't heal up.
You can kiss your ass
before
goodbye.
this fight.
You were screwed.
Lovely.
Okay. Let me just get to I'm almost to a safe spot. We're kind of getting there. How do I have plague spreaders? I'm surprised that they have the plague spreaders out here. That's because they're underground. So you see these swords here. These plague spreaders are literally under the ground beneath me. So you're saying you've read the Bloodsail Buccaneers forums and people were saying even the begging that there was a huge player base that made fun of the role players and had no intent on RPing. This was before the hardcore players went there, which I think are, well, yeah, the hardcore players are great for Booty Bay. Yeah, they are. You know, and when I say roleplay, I don't mean like RPing. Like, I don't really mean necessarily like running around and role playing your character like some people do on the role playing servers. What I'm saying is kind of identifying with your class and developing a little bit of a claim on who you are, and kind of, you know, I mean, you're a warrior, so you try to be a warrior. You try to tank or try to help people, or you're a paladin, you try to be a paladin. I don't know, you're just kind of forming some sort of a, you know, an identity with your character and trying to portray your character in a certain way, you know. And then also, of course, learning the game, learning the lore of the game, and trying to understand, you know, who your race is, and, you know, where they come from, and why the humans might not like the dwarves, or why the dwarves might not like the humans. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just learning the fantasy elements of the game and understanding them. And I'm not necessarily saying you have to go around and talk to people like, hey, you know, River decides to attack the trolls because they have wronged her family in a previous life or something. You know, I'm not saying you have to do all that weird RPing, but the people, a lot of people that play these MMOs now, they just look at it as just, it's a race. They log in, it's all, they make it a competition. Like, I'm better than you, or I got to 60 faster than you, or I can do stuff that you can't do. You know, I don't play MMOs in any way for it to be necessarily a competition. Like, trying to get to 60 on a hardcore warrior is kind of a competition in a way, but I'm not necessarily trying to compete with other people. I mean, it'd be nice to be the second hardcore warrior to ever do it, but I'm doing it more for personal satisfaction and enjoyment of just accomplishing a goal, a task. You know, for me, I play MMOs because I enjoy the fantasy aspects of them. I enjoy the escapism of getting away from the real world into something that's very relaxing, laid back, and fun. You know, it's all about fun. And, you know, it's not about, you know, I don't brag to people like, I did this before you, or I can do that and you can't. I mean, if I ever do that, just slap me upside the head. Because, I mean, that's not really the way I want to play, you know? See you, Zolson. Have a good one, Zolson. Yeah, a lot of people roll on a lot of people roll on Gravulus because it's not as hardcore PvP, which is true. I mean, honestly, that's one of the reasons I rolled. I mean, I know that RP PvP servers are not going to be as hardcore PvP as just straight up PvP servers. So you kind of get the best of both worlds in a way. I mean, it's not, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you want to go to an RP PvP server because you want to play on a PvP server, but you don't want it to be super hardcore ganky, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's one of the reasons why I went there. Because, you know,
Hey there.
but yeah, I don't
See you around.
make fun of people for RPing. I mean, if you want to RP, that's fine. You know, people can play, it's a video game. Play it however you want. The whole point is to have fun. But I agree with your comment. I agree with your comment about it's difficult to play MMOs nowadays because the people that play MMOs are such douchebags. I totally agree with that comment. There's so many. Even, you know what's even funny is even some of the people that I actually like in the MMO genre Like, and I'm not going to name names because I could get myself in trouble, but there's people in the MMO genre that as people, I like them, but even they have certain aspects of that kind of douchebag MMO player. You know, like they're cool people and they're nice people, but even they get really arrogant about certain things, like, or think that maybe a certain way to play in an MMO is the best way. And that I don't prescribe to that at all. I will not sit back here and tell you guys this is the best way to play your character. I'll say this is a good way, or I like this way. But I'm not going to say this is the way you should do it, or this is the best way. Because everybody should play their character the way they want to play. And that's one of my biggest tenets. That's one of my biggest things is it's a video game. You're playing it to have fun. So play it how you want to play it so that you have fun. Don't give a shit about what other people say. Oh, well, you shouldn't, use this skill before that, or you shouldn't level as a prot warrior because it's slow. All that kind of shit. Fuck them. Fuck them. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's all about having fun. And so I see people that I like and that I think are good people in the real world, and I enjoy maybe talking to them about MMOs, but they will sit back and sit there and tell me,
what can I do for you?
You're playing your character wrong. And I don't prescribe to that type of advice. I'm like, I'm not playing it wrong. I'm playing it the way I want to play it. How is me? That's like telling someone you're playing the guitar wrong. Well, if you play the guitar the way you want to play it, it's not wrong. It's just the way you want to play it. Jimi Hendrix plays with the guitar, upside down and strung reverse. People don't tell him hey, you're stringing your guitar wrong. He's fucking Jimi Hendrix. He does whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I mean? So don't judge people on how they play. Just enjoy the game. So, but that's why it's difficult in the state of the MMO genre, is because so many people, is because so many people are like that, because they've all prescribed to, like, this is the way you should min-max your character. This is the way you should play. This is the way you're going to succeed. This is the way you're going to be the best raider. This is where you're going to be the best healer. Well, whatever. I mean, I have no problem with someone being in my team, my party, if they're playing not the best spec for their healer. I have no problem with that. As long as they get the job done, I don't care. It may not, maybe you're healing me with flash heal all the time and burning through your mana. As long as I don't die, I don't care. Do whatever you want. Just keep me up. I'm not going to sit here and judge you.
Be careful. You need something? Go with honor, friend.
Ken, yeah, you know it, man.
Greetings.
But yeah, it's tough because every time we play an MMO, we see the same people doing the same things, Mason. We see this huge rush to get to max level as fast as possible, as if that's really the whole goal of the game. Like, this is the whole goal of the game, is to get to 60 or max level before everybody else. That's not the goal of the game. The goal of the game is to have fun, motherfucker. That's the goal. I mean, when you first got a Sega Genesis, and maybe I'm dating myself here. Okay, if I really want to date myself, when you first got your Commodore 64, or when you first got your ColecoVision or Intellivision or whatever, Vox, you played those games because you were wanting to have fun, not because you wanted to prove to people that you were better than they were. All right, well, we're
safe travels.
See, I'm just about done. I'm on my lunch break. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. I mean, we're almost level 31, so we got a few bars there. That's not bad. But yeah, it sucks that
Good day to you.
And the other thing that you'll notice is when a new MMO comes out,
Have a good one.
is that when a new MMO comes out, you'll notice that people are really nice to other people, especially if it's one where they haven't done tons and tons of betas and tons of alpha to the point where everybody knows everything about the game when it launches. I fucking hate that. I hate it when an MMO does okay, for example, Pantheon. I mean, and Pantheon does it because it's kind of a crowdfunded and aren't that many developers, so I can understand why they do it. But in a way, I don't like it. You have alpha after alpha after alpha, then you have beta after beta after beta. Shit, by the time you play the game, you're already fucking bored of it because you've already done everything. It's like I've been I mean, how many? You could look at Pantheon and say there's people that have been playing Pantheon for years, literally playing Pantheon for years. You know, they've been playing in all the alphas because they paid a shit ton of money, and the alpha's been around for like what, a year and a half, 2 years. You know, it's kind of ruins to a point, to some degree. It ruins that whole, you know, new feeling and new exploration when you first come into an MMO and everything's new. Well, if you've already played the game for a year and a half or 2 years, it's kind of like ruins it. Hey, what's up, Taylor, man? How's it going, man? They released it's going to December 3rd. Yeah, that's. I haven't seen you. Yeah, Taylor, you haven't said anything in a while, man. What's up, dude? Yeah. Well, that's good in that's the last. Is that the last phase, guys? If the Nax is Nax the last phase for Classic, it is, isn't it? So, you know, after that, we'll see if Burning Crusade's on the way. But I mean, they're still working on Shadowlands. I think Shadowlands will be interesting. I mean, I tried to actually. I was gonna maybe I'll do a. You let show. Oh, I appreciate that. It's always good to see the same people around. I might do a Shadowlands like stream this weekend. You know, maybe just running through some of the content, but we'll see. I haven't decided. And we've got. Oh, how did I miss turning this one in? Oh, I think I just got that one. I think I just got that quest. What is this one? Choir at the inn. Oh.
Can I help you? See you later.
Are you loving the warrior? Yeah, it's nerve-wracking, dude. So far, yeah, it's been very nerve-wracking. I've died a lot on the warrior. Hopefully this is the one. This is the one. This one? Is it this one? This.
Hey there.
Hi. Hey there.
Have a good one.
Oh. So I ordered some stuff from Publix also, and I ordered a couple Tombstone pizzas. I'm a lazy fuck because I haven't physically stepped foot in a grocery store in like probably 2 months. I just have them deliver everything to me because once COVID started, you know. Let's see, shopping. She's still shopping. How could you be? I mean, all I ordered was a few items, so she should be done shopping already. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe my phone's lagging. Yeah. So, but I think that's a good point. But the point I was trying to make is when you first walk into a new MMO, and let's say you've never played any of the betas, or you've never let's say you just never played the game at all. So you purchase the game and you step into that MMO world for the first time, the very first time. And if everybody in the game has done that, what's an amazing what is an amazing like thing, or an amazing I can't think of the word. What's the word? I'm getting old. I can't think of words anymore. But what's an amazing a thing that occurs is that everybody's nice to each other. You know, and everybody's like really helpful. And the reason they are is because nobody knows anything about the game. And that's why they're nice to each other. And one of the things I hate about the internet, one of the things I really, really hate about the internet is it ruins video games. Because you don't have to ask anybody in the games anymore for anything. You just go Google it, right? You just Google it. And that ruins MMOs, because MMOs, one of the best part about MMOs is the community. And to Mason's point, the community is bad because we have all these players that are toxic. And they're all egomaniacs and e-peeners wagging their e-peens all over the internet. Like, hey, look at me, look at how big my dick is. You know, I don't give a shit. You know, who cares?
How are
you? Know, but the internet ruins it because the people aren't going to be nice to you because they can figure it out by going on the web, right? But before, like back, like say when Lineage 2 came out, and I played Lineage 2 for the first time in like the Korean beta. You had to ask people because the quests the game wasn't completely done. So a lot of the quests I love the quests. They were so vague. It was like you'd go to talk to an NPC and he'd say, okay, you need to find Millennius, Storm Rage. And I'm like, okay, where do I, and you talk to the NPC, okay, where do I find him? Oh, he's down, you know that statue down to the south down there? Oh, he's around there somewhere. And that would be it. And you just be running down, and there'd be this big statue out in the middle of a field. And you'd run there, and he wouldn't be there. You're like, where the fuck's Millennius? And so you'd be looking, and so you start asking players in the game, well, you know, do you know anything about this Millennius guy? Because I can't find him, you know? And that's what built the community. You start meeting people, talking to people, you know, making friends and doing quests together, because quests were difficult. I mean, well, not necessarily quests, but grind. I mean, Lineage 2 was all about grinding. You'd go farm the School of the Dark Arts, and you'd be like, oh man, there's all these gold farmers that park their tunes, their bots in School of the Dark Arts, and if I go in there by myself, they're just going to kill me because I'm intruding upon their gold farming. So you'd want to group up with some friends and go in there and kill mobs, and if the gold farmers got in your way, you just kill them. Of course, then they'd bring more gold farmers, an army of gold farmers to kill you. It was pretty funny, actually. But yeah, that's a phenomenon was the word I was looking for. The strange phenomenon when you play a new MMO where it hasn't been like a ton of alpha, ton of betas, is that nobody knows anything about the game, so of course they ask questions and they help each other. So, what time is it? It's 1:24. All right. Look at that. I've got that. Wait, why do I have two mails? Why do I have a mail from Jaredor? I don't even know who that is. So you're not really allowed to use the mail system. And you know, I always have the mail from Gubber Blump from the fishing quest. Whenever you do that fishing quest, he always sends you a lure. But I also have a mail from this other person. It must be another NPC mail from doing some quest or something. Well, let's take a quick peek. I'm curious. Yeah, dear friend. Maybe it's a gold farmer. I don't know. I'm not going to open it, though. I'm not supposed to use the mail system. I am a hideous leper gnome. Hideous. Oh, River, you are hideous. Ugh. Now I'm schmeckshy.
You need something? Safe travels.
Is that the Wrathband Orc quest? It is, isn't it? Did he say... Oh, he said South Shore. No, it's not the Wrathband. It's the Altrock Mountains quests. There's a lot of quests in Stormwind. Look at this. Speaking of fortitude. Ooh, I wonder what that quest is. Speaking of fortitude. I'm tired. I need a nap. I'm tired and I'm hungry. I wish my pizza would show up. I really shouldn't jump in the water because that stupid alligator likes to sit over here. That's kind of dangerous, but... Zetum dust. What else we got here? Pound of flesh. Ooh, yummy. I think if you're like a horde, you should be able to eat the pound of flesh if you're like an undead. It'll heal you. Why not?
Light be with you.
Ooh, nice. Rank 2 even.
Light bless you.
Alright guys, I'm gonna log out here. I gotta go back to work. Almost 31 though, so we actually got through about 4 or 5 bars of XP, which is not bad. Hopefully I'll stop yawning at some point today. Alright guys, have a good one. I'll be streaming probably later tonight. I don't know when. It depends on what my wife wants to do next. It is Friday night, so... But... It should be like, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock server time, probably, PM. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great Friday. Peace out.